This is the Rolls Royce Cullinan Black Badge, the most expensive Rolls Royce SUV you can buy with your own money, because it is a very expensive car, coming in at a very expensive £450,000. Well, yeah, nearly £500,000. But yes, this car, not only does it destroy your actual bank account, but it's a very, very beautiful car to own. Every detail about this car has its own story, and it's just very, very, very beautiful to look at. Just look at its celestial chrome badging. They even include a black tint onto it. It's just so beautiful to look at. But yes, we'll be reviewing this humongous SUV right next to me. We'll be conducting the sound test, the exterior review, and the interior review. But we'll also talk about the special features about this car, also including the technical specs and the pricing. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. Now, onto the specs about this car, because this car has a V12 engine for a 6.4 litre displacement, containing 592 British horses, which is quite fast for a car like this, because this car also weighs in at a chunky 2,500 kilograms, with 850 Newton meters of delicious torque. And most importantly, for this current spec of this car, you're going to be expected to pay at least between £450,000 to £500,000, which is quite expensive. You can possibly buy 2 mid-range Ferraris with that kind of money, which is quite mental. But yes, now that's with the specs. Let's talk about the exterior features about this car. On to the front part of the car. Obviously, we have this very stunning, massive metallic grille, which you can see right in front of you. It's made out of stainless steel, I believe, from the looks of it, which is quite obvious because this car is very expensive. But I'm quite glad they've obviously used stainless steel, not aluminium, because when I literally touch this car, there's no hint of plastic. I can't see that many plastics being used within this car. Probably 10% of the car is composed of plastics, but overall, I'm quite impressed. For the amount of money you pay for this car, there's no plastics in sight. But obviously, let's take a look at this very interesting looking thing at the bonnet, which I believe is Spirit of Ecstasy, I think it's called. And obviously, for a car with a very high price tag, you'd also need some very beautiful looking rims. Take a look at these 22-inch rims. They are absolutely beautiful to look at. And for a car like this, it's very unexpected. It looks very sporty, to be honest. I love the use of juxtaposition that Rolls-Royce uses with their Cullinans. They use sporty rims, but at the same time, they use a very luxurious looking body, I suppose. So yes, this is what I mean. There's some sort of juxtaposition, I'd say. But yes, probably Rolls-Royce is trying to say that, yes, their cars drive very smoothly, but they're also very, very powerful. The rims obviously do look stunning. We have a lot of Rolls-Royce insignia to see as well. We've got Rolls-Royce calipers, but yeah, there's a lot of Rolls-Royce branding you can see on the rims. So yeah, it's very spot on, to be honest. As we approach the rear end of the car, there's a lot of surprises to be seen, to be honest, because as I open up the boot, it obviously opens itself electronically. But there's this one part of the car that I probably have never seen before. Apparently, this car has 2 rear seats on the back. Just take a look at this. Amazing. And you can unfold the seat if you want to. And you also have like this medium-sized turntable to put your champagne on there. And there you go. Let's test out these seats. I'm quite surprised that the boot is handling my very heavy weight. And so far, so good. These seats aren't that bad. They're quite comfortable, to be honest. And yeah, I guess it serves its function, you know. So yes, if you want to go a little bit of camping on this Rolls Royce, then I think it's possible. So yeah, very neat feature by Rolls Royce. And now we're in the inside of the car right now. And to be honest, it's very beautiful to look at because we need to talk about the crisscross carbon fiber panels that you can obviously see. It depends on your configuration that you do on this car. But obviously, this is one of the best carbon fiber stitches that I've ever seen. It's very unique. The pattern is just very bougie, I suppose. It's something that I've never ever seen before. But yes, it's just so satisfying to look at. Especially the glossy finish just makes it a lot more better, to be honest. Like, obviously, you have like the Black Badge logo, which is underneath the clock, which is quite cool. What else do we have? This car also has bespoke audio speakers to provide you a very, very, very immersive audio experience, I suppose. Another cool thing about this car is that, yes, there are use of plastics, but it's a type of plastic that feels very nice. It doesn't feel too brittle. It doesn't have like this cheap feeling, if you get what I mean. I don't know, I think it's called Bakelite. It's like this type of plastic that has been used on old telephones. But also talk about the infotainment system. It's very responsive. It works as intended. No lag at all. And obviously, if you don't want to use it, you can turn it off. And apparently, if you just turn it off, it has a little panel that will cover the screen, which is a very neat feature, I suppose, because you don't want UV light to ruin the display. And another cool feature about this car is the roof. Apparently this car has like these LEDs on the roof. Also, it's a very cool feature. You can like dim them if you'd want to. But obviously for the best experience, you want them at the highest level of brightness. And about this car is that it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And in addition to that, you have a wireless charger, which is located right over there. Now, coming on to the rear passenger seats, because this is where the Rolls Royce truly shines. This car has infotainment displays, which also can be used as a tray table. But yes, there's a rear infotainment display. So if you want to access your music, your applications, etc., it can be accessed via these very cool looking infotainment displays. So yes, so if you have younger occupants in the passenger seats, then obviously you can keep them entertained with the infotainment system within this car, which is amazing. Obviously, like, it's quite good. And obviously another cool feature we can also see is even more branding from the Black Badge series, which is also quite cool. And there's also more carbon fiber stitching on the back of the carbon fiber panels, which just finalizes the exclusivity of this car. Really, it makes it look very nice. There's interior lighting as well, and a lot of shiny chrome panels with some shiny chrome vents. Just to mention, every seat in this car has heated seats, which is a must-have feature in the winter. So I'm quite happy that Rolls-Royce has obviously added that, because it's becoming a standard nowadays within cars. So that's a very good job from them. But let's just take a look at the interior again. From the rear seats, I don't know. It's just like you're entering inside of a mansion. It just looks so bloody beautiful. It's a car that is Gumball 3000 worthy, I'd say. But now we're finished with the interior view. Just take a listen how this car sounds. So yes, I guess this concludes the video about the review of the Rolls Royce Cullinan Black Badge. I hope you guys have managed to enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe and to also click on the like button as well so you can support this channel. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a nice day and stay tuned for the next video.